I love content creation in my business. It's one of the things that if I could do it all the time, I would do it all the time. But the thing that I hate doing the most in my business is the social media part. I loathe creating content for social media, mainly because for years I've never actually needed social media to do that part, to get my business going and off the ground, to get clients, to get sales. But as I have grown and as the audience has grown, there's definitely become a demand for my presence on social media platforms from the audience. So with that being said, I found a tool that turns one piece of content into many pieces of content that I adore, and I want to bring to you today. This one tool takes the process of multiple different tools that we were hacking together inside of the business, and it actually makes the entire content creation process more seamless for our team. Everything from creating a blog post for the YouTube video to creating short form video content and even shareable threads and things like that for social media. The whole process has been boiled down into one tool, and I want to bring you that tool today. I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to be using this in the business going forward and how you can expect to use it in your own business if you like it. Now, without Riverside FM reaching out to me and offering me the usage of this tool completely for free, without any sort of kickback, call out, or anything like that, I never would have even considered this tool. So that's why I want to bring it to you, because you may not have considered it either. And the number one reason why I hadn't considered it just yet, because I thought it was just for podcasters. All of the YouTube ads I've seen on YouTube while I'm watching videos is how I was exposed to Riverside, and they all talked about being podcasters. So I had automatically ticked it off of my potential tool usage list. And let me tell you, it is so much more than a podcast recording tool. Hands down, it is my new favorite way to create marketing content out of one YouTube video and publish it all over the internet. So thank you, Riverside FM, for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's hop right on into my process for using their tool as my social media manager of sorts. Welcome to my Riverside FM studio. You can see that I have two studios inside of here. One of them is for my live show with my bestie Jana. This is the YouTube lives that we've been testing out over the last several weeks. And then the just standard Heather Farris's studio is where I've been doing all of my marketing and ops inside of Riverside FM for just the standard YouTube videos. So step one of my process is obviously to record the long form video. Step two is for me to offload that onto my video editor, where she edits our long form videos inside of a third-party editing tool. And then once I get that final file back, then I turn that long form video into a transcript. Before we can move on to step three, though, you need to know exactly how to import a YouTube video that has been edited and published on YouTube into Riverside. You can see here I have a bunch of different videos in here. I've already gone over and chosen a video from my list, but basically you just have to come over here and grab a shareable link from any of your videos on YouTube or elsewhere, but these are YouTube videos. If you upload anything that's not already on YouTube, you actually have to upload the file. So you're going to either upload the file into this box, or you're going to paste the link for the YouTube video, and you're going to say, yeah, I know, to their little warnings, and then it's going to start uploading into your Riverside FM studio. Now, once this video is finished uploading and it's ready for you to begin all of your edits, that is where step number three takes place, truly taking a long form video and using the transcript feature inside of Riverside FM to make our blog post. So you can see here this 5 ChatGPT prompts I can't live without. If I click into this, I've already clicked around just for the AI summary on this part, and we're going to come back and talk about the AI summary in a future step. But step number three is just grabbing the transcript and copying that out and putting it into a doc in order for me to edit for voice. And then I send my final edit of my transcript to my content manager, and she makes it pretty and puts it on my website. So this is the ChatGPT blog post that we did. So I actually just want to show you what this looks like live on my website. This one right here is what a live blog post that is fully edited actually looks like once we take it from a YouTube video and publish it on the website. So it's definitely cut down a whole lot. We get rid of a lot of the talking stuff inside of our transcript because we want this to read as if they're reading a blog post and not reading the transcript of a YouTube video. So our transcripts for the videos, even though we use them to make our blog posts, it is our foundation for our blog post. We don't use all of that content. And you can see here, this is much, much shorter than the actual transcripts came out to be. And that's because we heavily edit it. So that is step number 3, which is turning our Riverside FM transcript, which is instantaneous, by the way. As soon as the video is done processing, your transcript is ready to go. Now, another really quick tip inside of the transcript section is you can actually download subtitle files that are already encoded with that SRT label for timestamps formatted to be used as captions for your subtitles on any platforms. So if you don't have that option or availability on whatever platform you're on, you can use Riverside for that, which is fantastic, by the way. Just step number 5, I'm going to use Riverside FM's magic AI show notes tool to create short posts for things like Threads, Stories, LinkedIn, Facebook. So going forward, I'd really like to turn all of my YouTube video content into pieces of small content that I can forward people on social media platforms to the video. I've done this off and on over the years. It has worked for me off and on over the years, but I really have gotten to a point to where I've not been doing it because the process is so broken. That's where Riverside FM really starts to fill in those broken gaps for me and makes it easier because of all of these super seamless AI style tools that are built in. So I'm going to generate show notes on this Pinterest SEO video and show you exactly what this process looks like for me. So it's going to generate some show notes, which would typically be for like a podcast episode, or if you wanted to use these for the description of a YouTube video, you could also do that. But what I'm doing is I'm taking this section of takeaways and sound bites, and I'm putting them in strategically for social media. So let me show you what this looks like in my ClickUp list. So inside of my ClickUp list, I've set up a content distribution list. This is simply just turning one piece of content into many, and I am dropping them in as tasks. And what I do is I'm going to open this up, and anything inside of this task that needs to be done is going to get done. I turn it into an email newsletter. I turn it into a blog post. I turn it into a text-based thread for a platform like Threads or a platform like Facebook on my page or LinkedIn. I can take these and I can use these as well. So what I did is I took one of the takeaways or one of the sound bites from that previous video I showed you earlier, and I just made a short post, and this would be for Threads. And then for video, this is that video clip that I clipped out of Riverside FM's dashboard using that magic clips feature. And I just put the exported video in here for me to be able to download quickly when I'm ready to schedule. So I'm doing all my content planning in advance, and then the scheduling gets batched in a secondary task later, another work session later. So I'm taking this section and I'm utilizing it really for those social media pieces of content that are linking back to the long form piece of content. Some Riverside FM features I really love, and I think you will too. Number 1 is I love the fact that I can upload videos from off the platform or audio from off the platform, and I can bring it into Riverside FM's studio and edit, make magic clips, turn it into show notes, all of those things. I also really love the ease of turning anything into a transcript and putting it into docs in like 3 clicks of a button. So I can have a transcript for a full YouTube video so quickly. As soon as the video is inside of Riverside FM's dashboard, the transcript's ready for me to use. Now, the third feature that I love is this AI show notes. And these are in no particular order, guys. I'm not ranking these or anything like that. These are just features that I love that I think you'll love too. However, I love this AI show notes feature because 1, For all of my YouTube lives, I'm able to pull these trackers and put them in the description of the YouTube video for the live. Because on desktop, I have that automatic titles situation turned off on YouTube, I use this for the YouTube live videos to insert those chapters. Going forward, you're going to notice this. Number 2, I love the takeaways because this makes it really easy for me to use these as prompts to write either social media posts or emails to my list. This is so dope for me, not necessarily using these takeaways in the public as a public-facing piece of content, but for me to know, okay, this was a takeaway from the video. I don't have to go rewatch it or remember everything that we talked about. I can just use the takeaways for that option. The sound bites also, some of these are spicy from time to time, especially from our YouTube live shows that Jana and I host once a week. I love the sound bites feature. These are really good to turn into threads. Now, the 4th thing that I really love about Riverside FM's entire thing that I'm going to be doing for marketing, my marketing strategy going forward, are these magic clips, because this really does take away one entire tool that I was paying for yearly and never using, and it puts it inside this one dashboard. So I don't have to take my video and import it somewhere else and wait for that to process. It's all inside of this one studio file. The other thing that I really love about this whole Riverside FM studio is any of your files that you generate. If you do have an editor that is editing your content outside of Riverside, you can share the entire file with them and they can get access to all of this content in the same screen that you have. So they can download the captions, they can download the full video, they can download any transcripts or magic clips or anything like that. So going forward, part of my process is actually going to be turning over the magic clip editing portion to my video editor. So as soon as we're done with a YouTube video, it's going to get uploaded into here. She's going to do the magic clips for me, and then I'm going to export them and put them on social media. She's already doing the editing piece, so she can do the magic clips as well, and it's so seamless. I really love the share feature with third parties, and they don't need a paid account in order to access your files either, which is really dope. Now, the last feature that I really do like, and you're really going to like it too, is that smooth speech feature. Removing all the ums and the ahs and the, noises in the background if there are any. I try to pause, I try to take breathers when I'm recording, and we try to remove all of those in post. But if we do have them, this feature really allows us to remove those without having to go out of our way to find them. So that's all. Those are the features that I love beyond recognition inside of this tool, and this tool is really going to make my overall content marketing part of my content strategy so much easier to master and to do without a ton of outside help. Now that you know exactly how I'm using Riverside FM going forward to do all of the marketing content for my YouTube videos, I would love it if you visited the description down below, signed up for a free account with Riverside FM, use the coupon code Farris, F-A-R-R-I-S, at checkout. Now, here's the kicker. You can actually sign up for a free account without even requiring a credit card. So go test out this amazing tool. Use it to clip things down, create some magic clips, maybe create some social media content for your videos or your podcasts, and let me know what you think. Again, use code Farris, F-A-R-R-I-S, at checkout to get 15% off your subscription.